So I'm planning on replacing my factory intercooler on my Colorado with an aftermarket one, which is about twice the size. So I've just received that today, so let's have a look at that. Here it is there. Just unbox this. Okay, so this is the new intercooler. Along with that, I've had to get a whole raft of different fittings to try and get this thing mounted. I took some rough measurements, so hopefully I've got enough silicon elbows and solid 45s, etc. To get it done. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to go and grab whatever else I need. Because once you pull the car apart, it's not driving until it's all back together. Now, because I have a factory bull bar, that is going to have to be removed, so I can take the front grille out. And if I take this off, you can see in there the factory intercooler. So to get access into there, this all has to come off. You can see how much smaller it is to the aftermarket one I'm going to put in. And obviously all of this pipe work. There's the cold side and the hot side, which goes down there, over there, and into the turbo. Has to be replaced. So to start with, these side covers have to come off. So I'll take them off just to get access. Then we've got to unbolt the bull bar here, and lift the whole thing off. And it's bloody heavy. Now the side covers are off. You can see up in here. Here's the bolts we need to remove. 1, 2, and there's 2 above on each side. And then this plate here separates the front part from the main support of the bull bar. So we need to disconnect the driving lights and take off the CB antenna, and then we can take them out and remove this front section. Okay, we've finally got this bull bar off. That wasn't fun. A lot of the bolts were rusted. Anyway, now we can take this grill off. This whole section comes off to get access into here. Okay, so I finally got all of this gear off. You can see this factory intercooler here, and if I hold up the new one, it's a lot bigger. So what I'm going to have to do is either totally remove these air direction splitters. That's just plastic held on with some clips up here, so either remove that or trim it. I'm probably just going to have to remove the whole thing, both sides. The intercooler is just held on with some bolts here, bolt there, so that's easy enough to get off, but I need to make room for the new unit. So what I've done, I've loosened all the intercooler clips. I'm just going to leave it in there for the moment. I've taken off the cold air pipe, which is loose. So I'm just going to disconnect all the piping before I actually remove the intercooler. It'll just make it easier to get it off the top here. So now I'm going to take the airbox cover off, just so I can get to the hot side down under here. So I'm going to remove this and try and make it a bit easier. It's very tight in there. Okay, so that's opened it up a little bit. So you can see the hot side coming from the turbo, which is just down in here. This is the elbow coming off the turbo. So from here it's got to be all removed. up through here, and the intercooler hose is just in here. Okay, that's all out. So hot side's gone. You can just see down into the turbo. So that's the turbo there, and all the pipe work's out, intercooler's out. I've just got to pull this cold side out. This should just come out. Okay, maybe not. Alright, I've got to get that out. Okay, what I've had to do is I ended up having to cut this grill, the air diffuser, cut into the frame a little bit on both sides, and I've trimmed a little bit off here just because when this goes up it's a little bit wide, so it will go in now just. So it's time to get this mounted. Okay, so we've finally got this in. I had to trim this out, as I said, both sides. Just made up some brackets, top and bottom. And that's it. I had to make sure there was clearance on the bonnet latch, it's quite tight, so I had to grind that down a little bit. But that is it. Now I've just got to do the pipe work, which is going to be tight in here, and this is going to be tighter. Okay, so this is the hot side out of the turbo into the solid, out through there, and then the cold side. Boom. So now I suppose I've got to put this back together, start the car, make sure it's all good. And something I didn't mention during the video is that the new intercooler has a 3-inch input and output, and the stock Colorado is 2-inch. So what I've done to reduce pressure loss, I've gone from the 2-inch to 2.5-inch. This is all 2.5-inch on the hot and the cold side, and then obviously there's a 2.5 to 3-inch reducer elbow. So that elbow there is a 3-inch to 2.5-inch. And something else that I ended up changing was out of the turbo. I've gone back to the stock elbow, which is 2-inch, and then it transitions to the 2.5-inch down here. The only reason for that is I had an issue where the aftermarket hose I had coming off the turbo split, and just because access is so bad, so I just went back to stock there, and then it goes to aftermarket here where it's accessible at least. So if I've got any further issues, it's all mostly accessible.